Troi.
Kris.
And we are back. Finally, we're gonna have 30 days of content for y'all. Starting, of course, today's June 1st.
Hey girl, bye. Bye.
So yeah. So this is kind of like the story of how we met. And we haven't told you. We have like a secret, but it's not a secret because like if you know us already, like in real life, then you know like what happened. So yeah, so we pretty much gonna go down the line. When I was going to high school, yeah, it was my freshman year, I met a girl and she started talking to me about him. And yeah, she was saying all these things about Kris. Kris this, Kris that, and I was like, So yeah, and then I was like, oh, okay, that's cool. You know, she was just telling me like how he's a good person, some other stuff that y'all need to know about. And then I was like, you know what, I'm gonna go follow him on Twitter. I think it was Twitter, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
It is Twitter no more. That's great.
I follow him on Twitter, and I probably messaged him first. Honestly, I can't even remember what.
Nah, you did.
To do that like I was just trying to talk to him then. What was it about?
You can't slid in my DMs. You had said.
I think it was something to do with what? Something you tweeted.
I can't remember. That was 2012, but yeah.
I
remember you slid in my DMs.
Yeah, no, I might have just said like trying. I don't know. We ain't gonna say no. I don't want to say the girl name. I can't remember exactly what I said. But regardless, I remember some of our conversation because this was back when he was jerking and all that. And yeah, he was saying girls was throwing stuff at him.
You know,
so yeah.
LITM game boy and MKJS Jace before right there, I know we was on.
Yeah, anyways, he had told me some
half pint film. Some
people was throwing some at him and I thought it was just too funny. And so yeah, from there we just became friends. Like it was a little vibe or whatever, really. Like we just became like best friends basically going into my freshman year. And I had a class on a big campus, which is where he was, because I was a freshman. They had a freshman campus and then they had like sophomore and senior, up to the senior class campus. So I was a freshman at the time and he was a sophomore. So when I would go to the big campus, finally one day we ran into each other in like real life at my basketball game. I think he was walking somewhere and I just so happened to see him. At that time we was playing basketball for real, me and Talasha. That's my girl. You watching this? Hey girl. But yeah, me and Talasha. And so yeah, I was like, is that Kris? I think I said, is that Kris? Or I said something. And then we
little squeaky thing on, brother. You can't bro.
Anyway, so yeah, so basically we started talking then, but we was already cool then. So anyways, regardless, fast forward a little bit. Paul Sneed had passed away, somebody that we both knew, but he knew him better because he played football with him and I ran track with him when I was younger. So yeah, he passed away from cancer and then we just became closer like that because I just told him like, you know, like I'm there for you. It wasn't no like ulterior motives, it was like legit, like, hey, I'm there for you, I know this happened, blah, 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 you know? So yeah, from there we just was cool as hell, like best friends type stuff, like locked in. I could talk to him about stuff, he could talk to me about stuff, and then yeah, so fast forward to, I think, when was that? Well, it was 2013 obviously, but like, it was a span of like
the summertime really, cause
yeah, we wasn't really talking during the summertime.
I forgot. Oh yeah, we was going out to 707 and all that stuff.
Yeah.
At that time.
But yeah, so yeah, then I got into this tiny relationship and then he basically was like, I was gonna ask you out, and I was like, well, I didn't know because I had been freshman year. Let me tell you something, because that's the part that we skipped on. Freshman year, me and this man had a little love scene and everybody just knew we was gonna be together, and I was like, no we not, because freshman year that was our track meet that we showed out, like, and that was on our campus. It was freshman year. And this is on our campus. So, you know, North College had to show out in track. Like, we was cold as hell. So, we had, like, this little love scene. Like, he had gave me his jacket and whatever. We was sharing snacks. And I just knew this was going to be my man, y'all. And then, like, we didn't talk none of, like, we talked, but it wasn't, like, how we were during the school year. Like, we didn't really talk. So, I just thought the man didn't like me. So, you know, I did my own thing. I did my own thug thizzle, and then I didn't like that boy that I was with before him really like that. Like, You know how you young, you think you know? Yeah, that's what it was. And then I was like, I can't do this no more. Like, he had went off on me already, but it didn't have nothing to do with him. I just couldn't deal with the other dude. So then he came randomly. He had texted me and he was like, I think you asked me how I was doing, right?
Mm-hmm.
And then we got back into the dude. And then I was like, oh yeah, no, we broke up, Just so happened that we broke up that day before. That day before, but then next thing you know, like, my man, he sent me a little paragraph or whatever. And he basically asked me to get out of here. And I was like, yeah.
I already know it was the next day. I said, oh, damn.
You want to continue the story?
I mean, pretty much from there, let's see. After that, we hung out. We hung out a lot after that. That was funny because our first day was the Red Robin or the movies, one of them two. I think we did both of them.
Yeah, we always used to do both.
But movie time, boy.
In the mall.
They got some money from us.
Bags.
Because that's what was fun. That's when we used to go that much all the time.
Okay.
Alright, so fast forward a little bit after high school. Obviously, we continued college and stuff together. We went to Tamu. And then, I mean, from there, we just kind of continued growing as people, individuals, because I still was growing a lot. And obviously, she was too. So he was working. I had worked, I think, one time during college.
No, I had like 3-4 jobs.
I'm at the same damn time in college too.
Yeah, at the same time.
But I think the only job, I worked at Wingstop, and then I had worked small time, maybe like a month, maybe. At the apartment complex, my apartments that we were staying at. That didn't last. I was already starting my companies then, so I guess we can kind of get into it a little bit when we were starting off with that, and then try to get to know.
Yeah, we can.
Because all the time.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Okay.
So from there, after working that one time, I just knew that wasn't me. That was just a little dip. You know, some people dip their hand. They fit. That wasn't for me though. I mean, I ain't got nothing against people that do work, but so from there, I had helped out at a Wingstop at Corpus, and then so at the same time, I was still building. I was doing my photography company at the time, and so. That was like the only one. Then after that, I did Digi which I DBA'd then, and was doing a little money here and there. And then finally, when I got like my first wedding, that's when I was like, oh no, you can make some paper for real. And which at the time was nothing, but it was a lot in a college kid. So a little time flew by from there. Then you start your makeup thing then?
Yeah, so a little backstory. In high school, I went to cosmetology school. So like, I had already solidified that. I mean, I honestly just went to college just to go, if we're being for real. It was fun though, like the experience. I learned a lot of things and I'm now using my degree right now. But I started doing that seriously in college. Like at first it was just like a play thing. Like I would do faces here and there because like I knew how to do it, but I wasn't good then. Like, well, I ain't gonna say I wasn't good. I was always good, but I was improving. You know, I was good for where it was. Like the beauty standards always increased. Like how you used to do eyebrows back then is not how you do eyebrows now. So it's always increasing, always, you know, getting better. So once I started getting in college, and I started playing with people's hair and makeup, I was like, dang, like I really am good at this. Like, I don't know why this whole time I've been playing, I haven't took it serious. So then that's when it started going from there. From college, we kind of took it serious, but not really. Like, it was after we got here. Like, it was like we hit the ground running because it was COVID. Like, it was COVID. It was like, places was down. The place that I worked at in Kingsville, it was shut down. And then we was moving here to San Antonio. So, I kind of got into that thing of doing makeup, hitting the ground running. My first client, like, I did extremely well. And then from there, it was just like word of mouth, word of mouth, word of mouth, word of mouth. So, that's when I started that business and my cosmetic business. If you didn't know, I have a cosmetic line that will be launching my birthday. So yeah.
Yeah, after we started getting the ball rolling pretty much for our business, and like for those that know us, you know, we all like, I know I'm different, you know what I'm saying? But basically, we just started locking in on our goals and, you know, paths that we could grow not only with each other but business-wise too. So, staying up late, doing courses, putting each other on different games and stuff like that. So when we hit the ground here, during that time, DoorDash was popping.
Oh yeah,
Boy,
I forgot.
DoorDash was popping during that time. 2020 to about the end of the year, because we had moved into this at the end of the year. That's what's crazy.
There for like
we was
a couple months.
Yeah, we was at the 1-bedroom for a couple of months. And, you know, we had she had prior work history, but I didn't move. So when we signed up here, it was crazy because just off of the money that was coming in from like the photography and like DoorDash alone, it was like, yeah, you be good. And these looks like high end. And so we was like, oh, bet.
As you can see.
No, facts, like it's crazy. I was thinking about giving a tour, but then I was probably seen enough on like our stories and stuff if you follow that. If you don't follow that, it'll be probably somewhere on the screen somewhere, so follow us. But so from there we was dashing. We both was out there dashing in the streets, getting the money. So getting the money, overeating, door dashing, and so we was using that money basically, obviously for living expenses too, but to keep growing, putting money back into the business to keep it growing, etc., etc. So that's what I did for a few years. For that year, it wasn't even a year though. We moved, upgraded a 2-bedroom. She didn't want to do it at first, but I was like, nah, I feel like it'll push us even more to our limits to make it, because it was like way more expensive than that. At that time, she wasn't teaching then. And I had just got my first client with my advertising agency. And so I was like, man, fuck it. You know, we're gonna go all in and push ourselves to get us out of our comfort zone. Cause at that one, that was nice. That had like pool view, all that stuff. So it was cool for that.
I love that one.
But from there, this one is like night and day though. So this really got the ball running. And so from that year, everything really just took off. I think with my photography business, I had the Thomas J. Henry. That was the first like big event that I had shot. And then that got noticed, like Netflix and all that. And so I did a partnership deal with, what was that drink company? San Juan Seltzer. Oh. I had did that. Who's that? I don't know
what I was gonna call it. Regardless, yeah.
But yeah, and so with 20 Something's Austin, Netflix, and Austin, obviously. And so we had did that cast and all that stuff with my boy.
It was so cool.
Kiki and them, which we all keep in contact with them all today. We still talk with all of them. So that was a cool experience, bro. You be like, I swear, the best little assistant and camera out that you can think of. So
yeah. I like to help.
No, but I try to make sure so we can both still, you know, grow, and she network and too. So we be in all the events and stuff together for the most part, some of the time. And so we did that, and from there, man, just rest is history. I had started a sub company, which is the one bigger than all of them now, which is the media company everybody sees. Yeah. So that's the third company, and that's the biggest one right now. So I've kind of paired it with the agency, and so from there we started doing our branches together, you know, because it's more focused on brands and like all that stuff. So of course I'm gonna make sure Mama's is right. So I got her stuff together, yeah. And so we did some of her branches, the recent ones. Yeah, we was just doing a lot. And so to make sure everything's up to par and having that set standard of luxury, you know, top tier brand type stuff. So that's what we did, kind of grew, and they just both been going. You know, we pulling them all now as you see on our story, and just be working, steady working and learning and excelling. So from there, obviously, you know what I'm saying? Bam! There it is. So we got engaged. Yeah. February 14th. Obviously, Valentine's Day, it was super special. We can probably put some of the photos and stuff up over here. So we got engaged to my mamas. This will be our 10 year. We've been together 10 years this year.
In September, yeah.
In September, so yeah.
3 months.
Yeah, that is 3 months. So yeah, but that was a cool, special moment, special day. I'm excited to, you know, keep on growing and flourishing together. This is really just for like the beginning, so, you know, we got so much coming, so many different advice, tips or whatever, all that. kind of like a brief overview of like our transition since we've been gone so long. But we've been so busy. So many different brands. If y'all ain't kept up with like our personal pages and stuff, I don't know if y'all follow, if y'all new people or whatever. You can follow our pages, our personal as well as our group channel as well, because we've been posting on there too. We've been traveling and doing so much with obviously a ton of different NFL, NBA, RDC.
Yeah, and I had celebrity clients too.
And she got celebrity clients. So
that was cool.
It's so much in the works and so much part behind the scenes we're gonna try to do. So we'll get more cameras and stuff like that. So when we travel, we can vlog more, kind of create a system or whatever.
But yeah, y'all, we got 30 days of content, so I just know y'all ready to see it. I know y'all ready to see us because we look
really
good.
24 days, 6 days that you ain't put on there.
Okay, and 6 days you could have put on there.
But anyways.
Yeah, we love y'all. We have to try to have a great night because it's already night. It's about to be 11. It's about to be 11. So yeah, I need to go ahead and get this footage up in the cloud so then it can be back in the editing.
And it could be in the cloud.
But then how we gonna get the video up on June 1st?
They gonna have to, it's gonna be June 2nd.
We gonna have fun, y'all. So I'm just ready and excited for y'all to be able to watch it. So,
yes, sir. Got so much, like I said, stay tuned. Go ahead and follow our channels.
And subscribe.
Subscribe. Dang, I
and
forgot,
like,
cause I got
and
this,
share.
I got the tag back for this channel. So yeah, go ahead and subscribe for the YouTube. We're gonna switch the email, so yeah, go ahead and subscribe again if y'all haven't already. Peace out, cause I'm hungry.
I'm hungry.
I'll see y'all in the next one.
You gonna go to them while we eating? That's too much.
They can eat. I don't got damn time.